Hey, yo, this is your boy Post. We are live. You now tuned in to hoodactionnews.com. So we got some news. As you can see in the thumbnail, I got a couple different topics. Now, in the thumbnail, I'm asking the question, where is the outrage when black women get murdered, killed? We got a lot of sisters that get killed. Where is the super outrage? Now, to lead off, lead off the day, some of you have seen this. So, Ukrainian woman, ex-military from Ukraine. So she was in the military in Ukraine. She was living in North Carolina and she gets murdered on the train by some crazy black dude, right? Now, I'm putting in the races in there, right? Because it is what it is. So she gets murdered by a black dude, right? Now, I want to take a look at both videos. Now, I'm gonna start this with saying it's all horrible. Both of the killers are going to hell. You know what I mean? I don't care. It don't matter what color you are. An axe murderer is an axe murderer. So repeat that again. For all you racist dudes on Twitter, an axe murderer is an axe murderer. Now, if I get a chance, maybe another day I'll show you how racist Twitter is. If you're not on Twitter right now, super, super duper racist, right? Whenever I report on white people, you get these racist dudes mad that you're actually reporting that a white person did something when you can look on my channel, like, yo, you an axe murderer, you're an axe murderer. So miss me with the, you know what I mean, minimizing the white people's killings. Miss me with that, right? Because I put all type of black dude Freddy Cougars on here. You know what I'm saying? Just because y'all white dudes are the real Freddy Cougars, don't get mad at me. But listen, let's take a look at. You probably all seen this video 10 billion times, but this is a real good one. So this one is a real good video. Ukrainian. So she was a refugee. So the lady that I had, you see in her face, she was a refugee from Ukraine and she was in the military in Ukraine. She comes all the way to the United States and gets killed by this crazy dude right here. So let's see what happened. You can see he mentally disturbed. Yeah, he's thrown off for sure.
This stop is Stanley Park Station. Please exit right.
He's fighting with something. He's fighting with that soap. Now the weirdest thing is I want to see this. He look at her. He's not even looking at her. That's what makes this really weird.
Please stand clear. Doors are closing. Train is about to move.
He ain't even look at her. Look, that's crazy. Definitely something wrong with this dude. He didn't even look at her. He wasn't even looking at her. That's what made this super duper diabolical. So my man is definitely got the Freddie, Jason, Michael Myers award of the year, right? He definitely going to jail. Yeah, he just threw it. The shit I don't understand is after seeing that nobody on this train got a gun. So yo, the reaction of people on the train after somebody just got stabbed is crazy. Like none of these dudes have like no reaction or nothing. Nobody like you know what I mean? Like maybe everybody's in disbelief, but it's like no initial reaction to this dude just stabbing her, right? And none of these people have a gun. I know you can carry a gun in Charlotte. See, I think see they think he bleeding at first, but it's the lady's blood. Damn, they just walking all through the blood, huh? They about to haul ass. He just standing there. There's something wrong with him, yo. And ain't nothing wrong with him enough not to have no knife though.
National Alert Station. Please exit right.
What'd he do with the knife? That's crazy. Yeah, dude is 100% throwed off. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude is through carpet. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely something mentally wrong with him. But listen, it ain't nothing mentally wrong with him and not enough to have a knife. He got a knife. Yo, the one thing, like obviously this is disturbing, right? Now, the one thing that's disturbing to me is the people's reaction. It's like it's no reaction from the people. Like it's like no wherewithal Like they act like they don't see what's going on. It got to be the lady's body got to be laying there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no wherewithal or nothing. It's like no reaction. And like I know this is not in a major city. Like I'm in Philadelphia. This happened in North Carolina, but like where's the like actual humanity? Like, you know what I mean? Because if somebody stabs somebody, like it's a person laying there somewhere, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm gonna put y'all hip on something. If you're not from a major city, right? I'm in Philadelphia. When you ride the train, right? You gotta like either if you're gonna sit down, you gotta either be sitting somewhere, you gotta be sitting somewhere where you can see everybody. I usually sit first of all, I don't usually sit, and if I stand somewhere where nobody can't run up behind me or where I could see everybody. I do that naturally, you know what I mean? But obviously, like you shouldn't have to do that, and this got nothing to do with the case. But moving forward, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you gotta. But dude could still pull out a knife and stab her. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? How could you prevent this? And then she had a gun. She didn't see him coming. But now, yeah, my man is definitely gonna burn in hell. First and foremost, my man is gonna burn in hell, and then he's definitely going to jail. But now the topic at hand, right? Now, condolences to this young lady, right? She's pretty, definitely pretty, right? Now, on Twitter is where I see a lot of outrage that this dude is black, right? It's not outrage that is just a killer. They're like attaching race to it, which is automatically attached to it. You know what I'm saying? But the double down the double down on it is kind of weird. You know what I mean? Now, in the same week, I'm gonna show you this right here. I see Pierce. What's his name? Pierce Morgan. I was about to say Pierce. Pierce Morgan. Everybody's so outraged about this. And you know what I'm saying? Like when I look at them, when I look at all of these cases myself, I'm outraged that a person is just being killed. Like I got more cases I'm gonna show you right now, but I'm more outraged that a person is just being killed in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And but I see a lot of people on Twitter and different places, they're like, oh, they're making it like a racial issue, right? White people and black people do this bullshit. Y'all make everything a racial issue. It's very weird. They try to spin their own narratives. I mean, it's very weird. Now I'm gonna show you another case that happened in Maryland. I'm gonna get right to it. So I load it up. Now, this just happened not too long ago, right? This young lady got killed. There's another young lady being killed. Now, the guy took her body. They found like he took her body and hid it, and they found her body. But this just happened a couple days ago, right? Now,
Case, this suspect is now being held without bail.
hold up.
And a warning, some of the details you're about to hear are
Here we
disturbing.
go.
This is a good young woman who
Their case, this suspect is now being being held without bail. And a warning, some of the details you're about to hear are disturbing.
This is a good young woman who wanted to do good for her community.
You seen Dakara?
A heartbreaking end to the search for 19-year-old Dakara Thompson. Her family desperately looked for answers for weeks.
I want my baby.
Police found Thompson's body on Route 50 near Interstate 97 in the Annapolis area. According to charging documents WJZ Investigates obtained, the suspect, 35-year-old Hugo Hernandez Mendez, threw her body off a highway bridge into the South River. She had skull and facial fractures. Her family identified her through tattoos.
At this time, there are no additional suspects. However, this investigation is ongoing.
Thompson, who lived with her dad, disappeared after going out to get gas. She sent him this text.
I should be back soon. I love you too. Good night.
The 19-year-old is seen on surveillance video leaving her SUV behind in Hyattsville. According to charging documents, she approached the suspect's GMC Yukon and after approximately a minute of conversing, walks over to the passenger side of the vehicle and gets into the passenger front seat. Police say they drove to his house in Bowie and believe he killed her in his bedroom. A roommate reports hearing the defendant having sex and then a grunting noise, which made it believe that someone wasn't enjoying the sex. After executing a search warrant, police found what they believed to be the victim's blood and missing fingernail, along with hair and other evidence in the bedroom and in the trash, along with multiple pairs of women's underwear and lingerie. Hernandez Mendez agreed to an interview, telling detectives he went to a nightclub to meet his ex-girlfriend, but never did. When detectives questioned further, the defendant denied any involvement. Prince George's officials say Hernandez Mendez was in the United States illegally. U.S. Park Police arrested him for a DUI 5 months ago, but let him go.
The U.S. Government has made status of individuals relevant. This was someone who was in their custody, and they made the decision to release him. So I think the questions should be asked of the Justice Department.
And ICE has now issued a detainer for the suspect. Now, the victim worked for a nonprofit that was one of Governor Moore's initiatives, and the governor tonight is calling her a bright light, and he is promising accountability for anyone responsible for her murder. We're live in your...
Yes, it's a super unfortunate case, right? Now, through my lens, when I look at this, right? Now let's talk about these racists leaving comments. When I do a case, on my channel, it's just shit that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't pick them out by like I'm going to do white people today. I'm going to do black people today. Because in this session of stuff right here, it's stuff happening to everybody. Now, let's get right to it and go to another one. But absolutely, I'm going to say this. Absolutely, irrefutably, y'all dudes out there are pushing this, with the lady from Ukraine, you're pushing this because she's pretty. A lot of you dudes are pushing. I see more dudes talking about it than women. And that's kind of odd because it's something, it's obviously a case that happened to a woman. But you're pushing this because she's pretty. I'm pushing everybody. Shit happening to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all dudes are just super disingenuous. Now I'm gonna throw a curveball at y'all now, right? Super curveball. So on the screen here, it says 5 Monroe County deputies, 2 nurses indicted after preacher's death in custody. So what happened here? So this is a curveball for you. So we got a Ukrainian lady being killed We got a black girl being killed, right? Now, let's see who gets killed in this one. So let's find out who got murdered in Monroe County. You ready?
Monroe County deputies and 2 nurses continues to evolve.
This comes as state and county authorities give us new information about their charges, all of which stems from the in-death custody of an inmate. Thanks for watching. I'm Josh Rowe.
And I'm Kim Chapman Whitfield. We want to go ahead and warn you here that some people might find the story hard to watch.
Body camera video from Isbell's February 2024 arrest shows some of his interactions with deputies.
What day is it?
It's 1948, eh?
1948. Who's president?
George Washington.
George Washington? What month is it?
I don't even know what year it is.
Ray Collado has been following this story since earlier this summer.
And he joins us now with an update. Ray.
Yeah, in this video behind me, you can see just some of the moments of Elijah Isbell's time in Monroe County Jail, including this clip showing Isbell with a bag over his head. Tonight, we have new information from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation about the people who now face charges.
Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back. Don't be fight. Don't fight. You're under arrest.
Monroe County District Attorney Stephen Hatchett tells us in part, quote, "While I think a reasonable person could have come to the conclusion that others should have been called to account for what happened to Mr. Isbell, our system of justice leaves that decision in the hands of the grand jury."
What you do that, you ain't gonna get no blood out of it. It's hard to, some doctors think you
They don't normally act like that, right?
With a bond of $5,000 each, these jail employees face criminal indictments ranging from false reports to official misconduct. Courtney.
Hold up, champ. Look at him, champ. Hold up. So look on your screen here, right? Everybody that was on Twitter, right? Look at your screen there. I don't see no melanation on that screen here, right? Now, case 1 that I did today, you got a black axe murderer. Case 2 is a Spanish axe murderer. Now you got a whole bunch of killers, a whole bunch of white killers. So all of y'all, that are on Twitter, talking shit every time I do a case, miss me with that shit, motherfuckers. Miss me with it. I ain't even get through everything I'm gonna do today. And that's every damn race of people doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all, the whole point is a lot of y'all disingenuous. You push your agendas. You know what I'm saying? Democrats push agendas, Republicans push agendas, and you push agendas on anything, yo. Like, you could hurt your left thumb and you're like, oh, the left is winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with y'all, yo? Yo, listen, a lot of y'all, when crime happens, you want to find out who's doing the crime, right? You want to push your racist agenda on it, and you want to push your political agenda. You could hurt people like you. You could hurt your left thumb and be like, oh, the left is winning. I hate everything left. You know what I mean? And vice versa with the right. So a lot of y'all disingenuous. I can't even say it. Put it like this. A lot of y'all motherfucking full of shit. You understand that? So let's see what's going on.
These jail employees face criminal indictments ranging from false reports to official misconduct.
Damn.
Courtney Woods, a nurse, faces criminal negligent homicide.
He went to stand up and he lost control, and you can see everything just kind of left his face. He didn't know what was talking about.
This comes after a pathologist amended the initial autopsy report, ruling the cause of death as a homicide. The reason for the change? She stated that she had viewed video clips of Mr. Isbell while in the restraint chair. When asked if she saw where Isbell was offered water, she said no. When asked if she saw medical staff take his vitals, she said no. And when asked if she saw a corrections officer perform mobility checks, she said no.
Do you have any medical problems?
Mostly, yeah.
You're diabetic? You're not? You ain't a diabetic?
Despite this report, Sheriff Tommy Jones says in part quote, "Do I believe that anyone from my staff is guilty of homicide? The answer is unequivocally no." We tried to talk to Isabel's family again, but were unable to get a response. However, when we did talk to his daughter earlier this summer, she told us her father just wanted to be left in peace.
He wasn't being disorderly. He wanted to be left alone, and he didn't realize what was going on, but he had already been without oxygen.
Sheriff Jones says he remains confident in the professionalism and integrity of everyone in his office. He adds he's also committed to transparency as this situation unfolds.
Yo, my man got a bag. Yo, how do you go from, yo, they did him dirty. Listen, they did my man. Let me make sure I don't look like a Chinese movie. Whoa, ha, ha. All right, there we go. Listen, they did my man dirty. How do you go from like being pulled over because he's drunk to you got a bag over your head? Look at the bag over his head. Let me go to another view. Look. That's not even large. Let me see. Let me see if I can enlarge. There we go. Boom. Look at the bag over his head. Yo, how do you go from being in the car to later you got a bag over your head? You know what I'm saying? When you look at my channel, right, hoodactionnews.com, the devil is the devil, yo. I'm gonna tell you. Like, I'm in disbelief, but they absolutely killed him because you go from just a simple traffic pullover to now he probably got smart with somebody, and then like they wouldn't leave him alone, and then they started interrogating him. But they killed him. They absolutely killed him. They like 100% killed my man. They definitely killed him. And then they try to say they didn't do nothing. Do you believe? Look on the screen. Do I? What is it? It says, do I believe? What the hell? What kind of sentence is that? Do I believe anybody on my staff is guilty of homicide? And they put no. So she put the answer is unequivocally no. Shit. Y'all killed them. They super killed them. Yep. Unequivocally no. Bullshit. Y'all killed them. We got the pictures right here. Like, yeah, they took my man out of there. Because how you go from this? How you go from sitting in the car, right, drunk, to being tied up to a chair with a bag on your head? And then they're gonna be like, no, we didn't kill him. Yeah, they took my man out of there. Yeah, they took him out. That's crazy. Yeah, they took my main man up out of there. Yeah, I don't know how you can go from those two mediums. That was a crazy case, like. And I bet you those cops get off. I bet you. Now, it's a damn shame, right? You can't even just have a good DUI without getting killed by the cops, right? Because that's what just happened in that last case, right? Also, you can't even go to McDonald's without a shooting happening. So let's find out what happened to McDonald's here. Now, most of these cases that I'm showing you, I've never seen before. Obviously, the first case, I seen the guy killing the chick on the train because it's viral and you can't go to the bathroom without seeing it, right? But now, this right here, I don't know what the hell happened. All we know is we can't go to McDonald's anymore, right? But let's check out what happened here.
The man shot and killed at an East Hollywood McDonald's. The gunman says he fired in self-defense.
But as an Eyewitness News reporter, Elena Gomez explains, the fiance of the man who died is telling a very different story.
We talked to the fiance of the man who was shot and killed at this McDonald's on Saturday morning. The fiance says she is broken into a million pieces and now wants justice for her fiance. Tonight, a memorial is set up for 36-year-old Feliciano Curiel Martinez, also known as Felix, after he was shot and killed following an altercation with another driver at a McDonald's on Western Avenue in East Hollywood.
He was someone that brought life anywhere that he went. Honestly, he was full of light. Someone that cared and would help you.
Karen and Felix had just gotten engaged in April and just bought a house. It was a normal Saturday night for the couple when everything changed. Karen says they went to McDonald's for a late night snack when she says the driver in front of them hit his brakes quickly and then claimed that they had hit him. She said after they got their food, he was waiting for them. Karen said she asked for proof that they hit him, and that led to an escalation between the two groups.
Like pushed him with his body. That's when my fiance got mad and swung at him. And when he swung at him, the other guy pulled out the gun, which I didn't see. My guy just went in front of me like that, and that's when I heard the shots going, and I felt that I was hit.
Karen was shot in the leg. She says her fiance was shot in the chest. She later learned he didn't have a pulse when he got to the hospital.
He pretty much kind of saved my life as well. They say he died as a hero. I just wish things were different.
The 21-year-old shooting suspect was taken into custody at the scene. Witnesses say the suspect told them he was shooting in self-defense.
Yo, leave a comment below. So we heard enough to break that down. Was that listen, leave a comment in the chat. Was that self-defense? Yes or no? So was this McDonald's shooting in Hollywood self-defense? If my man swung on him and then you swing on somebody and miss and they pull out a gun and shoot you, that's absolutely self-defense. So as much, we don't want to see anybody lose a life, but as much as this lady's crying, saying that, her husband or boyfriend is a hero, that might have been self-defense, my man. Because look at the dude. Let me go back. Look at the dude. Dude kind of, let me see something. The other dude is a bigger dude. So the guy that got shot is a big dude. So let me try to find, and he shot her too. So they probably would try to jump this dude, because why did he shoot her too? So you got to put all that together. So I think I know what happened here. Let me find my man. Let me see if I can find my man. She big and the dude big, and this dude is kind of medium. You know what I'm saying? So she's big and the dude is big, and and he swung on this dude, and this dude pulled out a gun and shot both of them. That might have been self-defense, man. What y'all think? What y'all think? Was it self-defense? She's big, the boyfriend's big, and he swung on him. The guy you swung on pulled out a gun and shot you. right in front of Ronald McDonald. Was it self-defense? Yes or no? Leave a comment. Shot you right at the Golden Arches. Yo, all of that being tough, y'all got to stop it. All of that being tough, y'all got to stop it. Now, let's go into, speaking of, let me see something. Let's do this one, yo. This is wild. That's all I'm gonna say. This, what I'm about to show you, this is wild. Let me just make sure I got the right. No, yeah, this is it. Ah, man, this is a wild girl. Wild girl.
Crash that injured 11 people this week. We've also learned the 20-year-old woman shouldn't have been driving in the first place. Stephanie Quirk explains why.
For me, it's still going on. It's just like these.
So hold on, let me make sure y'all can see this. This is wild. You ever see Rodney Dangerfield? She's a wild girl, I tell you. This chick is wild, not the chick on the screen. I'm gonna show you. If you see my TikTok, I already posted her on TikTok. Let me show you what this girl did, right? 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Charged with causing the crash that injured 11 people this week. We've also learned the 20-year-old woman shouldn't have been driving in the first place. Stephanie Quirk explains why.
For me, it's still going on. It's just like December 6th just happened.
Tamara Carr says time has stood still since that day in December when her brother, 44-year-old Dwayne Carr, was hit by a driver in Racine and left for dead.
He's all I've ever had, especially on that side of the family. So just losing him, I don't have anything now.
It wasn't until late January when prosecutors charged 20-year-old Shamaya Anderson in connection to the hit and run that killed her brother.
I'm just trying to live each day, but I really want some justice for my brother.
In February, court filings show Anderson was released on bond and ordered not to drive or commit any new crimes.
Hold up.
Some justice for my brother.
In February, court filings show Anderson was released in connection to the hit and run. 20-year-old Shamaya Anderson in connection to the hit and run that killed her brother.
I'm just trying to live.
It wasn't until late January when prosecutors charged 20-year-old Shamaya Anderson in connection to the hit and run that killed her brother.
I'm just trying to live each day, but I really want some justice for my brother.
In February, court filings show Anderson was released on bond and ordered not to drive or commit any new crimes while awaiting trial in that case. But on Wednesday, Racine County prosecutors say Anderson ignored those bond conditions when she got behind the wheel again.
Am I to understand that?
Yo, so I want you to process what just happened. I tried to rewind it a little bit a couple times, but listen, I want y'all to process what just happened, right? She got into a hit and run, killed the dude, right? Went to court for it. Hold up, let me put her on the screen. So I'm gonna put her on the screen, right? So the girl on the screen with the Ronald McDonald red hair, right? We just did McDonald's, now we got Ronald, right? So she was driving the car recklessly. She hit a guy. It was a hit and run. She goes to court for it. I believe she was out on bond. They told her you cannot drive or get into nothing, right? Then she gets into another accident, hits a bus and hurts 11 people after you just killed somebody the first time. In that case, is not settled in court. Her ass is going to be zestfully clean in jail. You know what I mean? She going to drive a bar of soap. So process that. They let her out, and then she got into another accident. The first one, she killed somebody.
Charged 20-year-old Shemaya Anderson in connection to the hit and run that killed her brother.
I'm just trying to live each day, but I really want some justice for my brother.
In February, court filings show Anderson was released on bond and ordered not to drive or commit any new crimes while awaiting trial in that case. But on Wednesday, Racine County prosecutors say Anderson ignored those bond conditions when she got behind the wheel again.
Am I to understand that the underlying case is charges in which there was a death involved?
Friday, prosecutors charged Anderson with a total
Look.
of 29 counts for a Wednesday
Damn.
crash in Racine that injured 11 people.
I cannot state
You see that?
strongly enough how shocked I was to read these allegations.
Yo, look at the actual accident. Now, mind you, this is the second one. So, like I said, you're in court for killing somebody. They let you back out, and this is the second one. And they told her not to drive and everything. Now look.
Anderson with a total of 29 counts for a Wednesday crash in Racine that injured 11 people.
I cannot state strongly enough how shocked I was to read these allegations against a woman who was out on bond for a driving case causing a death.
Investigators say Anderson was also driving with 3 children in her SUV
Damn.
at the time of the crash. The court commissioner set her bond at $500,000 Friday, limiting her chance to get out on bond again.
This cannot be stressed enough. This woman cannot drive a vehicle under any circumstances.
In Racine, Stephanie Quirk, Fox 6 News.
Damn, yo.
Anderson will return to court next week for a preliminary hearing in this case. A judge ordered her $50,000 signature bond forfeited in the first case.
A toddler is among 3 people injured in a shooting.
Yo, how does she get, like, why is that bond for somebody that's just riding around in the car doing vehicular homicide? How is that bond so low? Like, where now? I think this is in Milwaukee, right? But damn, yo, like, yo, lock her dumb ass up. That's crazy. She already killed the person, and she's just roaming free, like. Crazy, yo. Now, we about to get into smugglers and robbers. so get ready. Smugglers and robbers. See something? Yo, yeah, check this out. Yo, why are people doing shit at jails? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Now, this is in New Mexico. It's been a lot of things. Yo, I look at every state, right? I'm in Philadelphia. So if you're just joining in, this is hoodactionnews.com. Your boy Post. I'm from Philadelphia. Now, this case right here is going to be from New Mexico. It goes down in New Mexico also. It goes down everywhere.
Today, accused of running a drug and contraband smuggling network at the Hidalgo County Detention Center in Lordsburg.
Damn.
Investigators say they built their case from reviewing phone calls from inmates. They say the conspiracy involved inmates, outside accomplices, and a kitchen worker at the facility. Authorities say that more charges may follow as the investigation continues.
Damn. And what's crazy about that, that's more people. Let me make sure this is stopped. Yeah. It's more people like that either work in the jail or cops. It's like dirt. It's like society is just dirty. Like, these are the people that you trust are doing the right thing, and they're dirty too. They dirty as along with the criminals locked up. It's like, who can you trust? I did the case I did yesterday. Grandma putting out a hit. Who can you trust? You got grandmas out there putting out hits. So let me ask you a question. Now, this is a Rolex 6 men charge and 170K Rolex store smash. Let me ask you a question. I know we know for a fact that Rolexes have VIN numbers on it, right? Wouldn't you be better just selling fake Rolexes rather than selling real Rolexes with the VIN number scraped off? That if you get caught with it, you're probably gonna get arrested for having stolen property because it's got a VIN number on it. You might as well just sell fake watches, or you might as well just sell like cheaper watches.
Well, 6 people are facing charges in connection with the robbery at a Rolex store downtown. And these are the suspects, therefore you're on your screen. All of them are charged with felonies for unauthorized control of property and criminal damage to property. Now, this is some of the video of the.
Well,
6 people are facing charges in connection with the robbery at a Rolex.
Yo, what's up with the mug shots? Yo, I hope the judge did them plenty of time. They taking this shit as a joke. You know what I mean? Like, who want to buy a hot Rolex? That shit'll melt your motherfucking arm off. Yo, you in the barbershop buying a hot Rolex, your fucking arm will burn off.
Store downtown. And these are the suspects, therefore you're on your screen. All of them are charged with felonies for unauthorized.
Let me put these dudes on the screen. So these are the dudes right here trying to steal Rolexes. You're not going to get the real value for the Rolex. You're not going to be, you have to sell the Rolex, right? You're not going to get. So listen, plain Jane Rollie is 10. I'm not paying you 5. I'm not paying you 5 when I could just get a used one for 5 racks. That's not stolen. That's not going to burn my motherfucking arm off. So these are dudes that they're not thinking about. Listen, I had a Philly vending license before, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I had a Philly vending license before, right? And you go to the wholesale place and you buy watches for what, like $4, right? Obviously, I'm gonna sell them for double the price, right? These dudes, you bet I got a 50% margin, right? Obviously, they got the shit for free, but it's hot and you're gonna go to jail for selling hot watches. Why do I want to buy a Rollie with the VIN number scraped off? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the flex? And then I get pulled over from the cops. They're gonna be when the cops pull you over, they look at your watch too. Because I had a cop I got pulled over before a cop looking at my watch. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what's up with you, man? Go buy yourself one. But you cannot sell these like you're not gonna get no money for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as well just go get some watches wholesale and sell them and be able to not go to jail, stay out in society and eat food, watch the football games. You know what I mean? But y'all want to steal fake Rolexes with the VIN number scraped off. You can't listen. The right chick, you try to floss that Rollie, you in a club. The right chick that's used to money is gonna be like, let me look at that VIN number. You can't do nothing with that. You know what I mean? And they laugh and smiling. See my man right there to the left? He gonna get the soap first. They about to be the zestfully clean trio.
unauthorized control of property and criminal damage to property. Now, this is some of the video of the aftermath from the Citizen app. The police say that the suspect smashed that glass window and stole more than $170,000 worth of watches from that store on Michigan Avenue. This happened back on Friday. They then led police on a chase down Lakeshore Drive and onto the Dan Ryan Expressway before they eventually crashed their car. Officers eventually arrested the suspects. They each appeared in court and were ordered to be detained.
Damn fools. Damn fools. Yo, you could literally order watches from China and then flip them and sell them. Shit take 3 weeks. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If you live in the tri-state area, we got all type of wholesale places. All you have to have is an LLC, right? You could be a sole proprietor too. But you know, if you just got a little business registered, you go in a wholesale place, start an account, and then you could buy shit and sell it, yo. Because these dudes still gotta sell the watch. That's the whole point. You still gotta sell the watch. You might as well get some wholesale watches and sell them. So you're gonna go to jail and you still gotta sell the watch. Y'all dudes are plumb dumb. Y'all some plumb dumb motherfuckers out here. Plumb dumb. So speaking of plumb dumb, $90K worth of clothing and shoes stolen. Detroit snatch and grab. Let's find out what happened here. Yeah, you dudes are plumb dumb.
Outside our Ryan JB's clothing store here on the city's east side. It's right on Gratiot on the city's east side. And this is not your typical smash and grab that you would see where a vehicle would crash into the front of the business. They couldn't do that because of these pillars out front. What they did do in this case, though, is that they busted out whatever windows they could so that they could get inside. And in just a couple of minutes, they were in, they were out, and they were gone. I want you to take a look at some security video of the break-in that the owner of JB shared with us just a short time ago. And you can see this is not just one or two suspects, but probably about a dozen of them wearing black. Some had on masks. One, it even looks like, had on a Halloween mask to conceal their identity. As they broke out the business's windows, climbed inside, and then started grabbing whatever clothes and shoes that they could. They even stripped the mannequins clean of the high-priced shirts and jeans that they were wearing. All of this happening just before 5 o'clock this morning at the store in Gratiot near 7 Mile on the city's east side. The owner still doing inventory to try and figure out exactly what was taken while trying to get all of this cleaned up. Take a listen.
My guess is at least $80,000 to $90,000 merchandise of the worth is gone. Jerome Craig jackets, all of that stuff. This you can see all the Subi, RTA, and Cult of Individuality. This whole rack is empty. The tables are empty.
We running a business. We need our product protected, especially at night. Because you got to think, stragglers, they walk around, they see there's no security, what they're going to do? They're going to try to come in. It's going to be an ongoing thing. Like, it's been less than 6 months since they broke in already.
And this is a live look at the scene here at JB's clothing store here in Gratiot. You can see that metal gate right there. The owner actually just had that installed about a month and a half ago because of that other break-in about 6 months ago. Just had it installed. So imagine how much these thieves would have taken had that gate not been up right now. So far, it does not appear that any arrests have been made. Of course, if you know anything about what...
So listen. Yesterday, right? Well, maybe a couple days ago, I did a report. They have shatterproof glass. So they have shatterproof glass. So a store in LA, the store owner put up shatterproof glass, and when you bang on it, it doesn't break. and the criminals get frustrated and they run away. But so I did that. So if you want to see the shatterproof glass report I did, it's in there. Just go to Hood Action. This is subscribe, like, share, subscribe. It's right in there. You know what I mean? But they got shatterproof glass. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Shatterproof glass. I wish I knew how to install it. It's got to be a couple dollars. So let's see what happened here. Yeah, a lot of snatch and grabs. So if you're a store owner, you need that shatterproof glass. So listen, I'm gonna go back to this. Let's go back to this. Because I want to ask y'all a couple questions. So I'll ask you a couple questions here. Just give me a couple seconds. Put this up on the screen. Of course, it won't do it. There we go. So I want to ask you a question, right? Now, I just want to ask you a couple questions. So the lead story, you had the lady from Ukraine, right? So that was the lead story, right? Now I'm gonna put this up on the screen. So the lead story today was the lady from the refugee from Ukraine, which is she was in North Carolina when she got killed. So the lady to the right was a refugee from Ukraine, right? Now, the two murderers are on the screen, right? These are the first two stories I did, right? Now, the question is, where is the over outrage, right? So I want you to understand what I mean by over outrage. So where is the over outrage when black women are killed, right? The same couple, the same week, you know, they've been reporting on these two cases, right? To me, there's like a super, especially on Twitter, there's like a super over outrage where we should be equally outraged, right? You watch me do my whole show today. An older white guy got killed in police custody. You have a younger Ukrainian lady killed, and then you have an African American sister being killed, right? Now, if you look at my channel, right, and then go on social media, there's no equal outrage out there. You know, you got shows like everybody's talking about the Ukrainian lady. You know, everybody's talking about the black dude killing the Ukrainian lady. Super diabolical, right? Also, in New York last week, a elder lady, I believe she was over 70, she got shot, and you can see the walker just sitting there. She got shot while she was on a walker, right? So all of these super diabolical things are happening to different people, happening to women. Why is society just concentrating on the black dude killing the Ukrainian lady, right? Now, is it politics? Is it like, what is it? Is it racism? Is it politics? Now, I don't want to use the word racism, but the whole reason now Black Lives Matter, right? Found out, you know, it was like a super scam. But what it was supposed to be, that's why they came out with this, right? Because this young lady was found dead. The guy right there with the orange shirt dumped her body, and they found her on the side of the road. I seen no outrage, right? This lady she just killed on the train. I mean, it's two dead people. So where's the equal outrage? And that's my basic question. Where is the equal outrage with these two people being killed? But now I do these reports all the time, right? When you look online, there's no outrage when black women get killed for some reason, right? Either black or Latina women. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I actually let's do one more case. So let's do one more case, right? Let me find it. So I do have a case where another woman was killed, shot and killed. Let's see. Yep. Yep. So let's do one more case, right? So you're looking on my screen, right? You got an older white dude. Well, that's not on the screen, but an older white dude got killed in police custody. They obviously executed him, right? You got a black girl being killed. You got a white girl being killed. Now, check this shit out. Get off the screen. Now check this out. So where's the outrage?
Shooting on a metro bus near LAX claims the life of a young nursing student who had her whole life ahead of her. Tonight, her devastated family is calling for justice. The suspected shooter is now under arrest, identified as a 16-year-old boy.
The victim's family wants the teenager tried as an adult for gunning down their beloved daughter over a senseless dispute. Mary Beth McDade live in Westchester, near where that shooting happened. MB.
Yes, and Mike and Chair, her cousin says that this loss has absolutely devastated their family. She describes her cousin as a very loving person with a beautiful soul.
She was the sweetest young lady you'll ever meet. I mean, from an early age, she was always so loving.
Emily Garcia is talking about her 18-year-old cousin, Anastasia Morales. Anastasia was killed when shots rang out on a metro bus in Westchester, not far from LAX, on a Friday night 2 weeks ago.
It was such a senseless act of violence. And when I heard that, I mean, it hurt so deep.
Emily says Anastasia and her boyfriend were taking the bus home after a day at the beach when a passenger started going after her boyfriend. Anastasia tried to intervene with pepper spray and was then shot in the chest multiple times by the suspect.
She was scared, and I'm pretty sure he was scared as well. And she just didn't know what to do. And she has had that pepper spray on her.
After witnessing the horrific shooting, Anastasia's boyfriend was inconsolable at the scene. Meantime, Anastasia was transported to the hospital where she later died, leaving her mother, 5 siblings, and the rest of her family heartbroken.
She was a ray of sunshine. She was a beautiful and loving soul.
Emily's family tells us police have since caught the shooter, who they say is 16. They want to see him charged as an adult for taking the Inglewood nursing student's life, a life they say was just getting started.
So, yo, now this is what I'm saying. Now, where's the outrage, right? Now, like I said, when you go on social media, when you go, and particularly Twitter, because the racists are running wild on Twitter. Twitter is racist running wild. I'm trying to tell you. Let me try to find what I'm talking about. Twitter is wild, yo. Like, they need to ban Twitter. They need to ban Twitter like now. I'm gonna find it. Let me see if I can find it. Yo, they need. You know what? Hold up. I'm gonna do you one better. You think I'm lying, right? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just tell you. You know what? I'm gonna show you tomorrow, but I'm gonna tell you what they put on Twitter, right? Because I gotta find it. Now, I did a case yesterday, right? So let me put this a little half screen thing. Boom. So let me switch it. So I actually did a case yesterday on the Kentucky cheerleader that she took her baby, her dead baby, and put it in a closet, right? That's what happened, right? Now, I posted my report on Twitter, right? Some racist dude commented, she killed the baby because it was a black baby. I lie to you not. He commented on some random racist dude said she probably killed the baby because it was a black baby. You don't want to know what I said after that. That's why I don't know if I'm sure you don't want to know my reply. You know what I'm saying? But my man's like, so I'm just reporting on what happened. And my man said, yeah, she probably killed the baby. Not like, yo, oh, it's a shame she killed the baby. Oh yeah, the baby was probably black, so she killed it. That was crazy. Like that person's gonna burn in hell. That person is gonna burn in hell with gasoline drawers on. I'm trying to tell you. But listen, this is your boy Post. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Before the week is over, I know we're gonna talk about politics, but not today. Not today. Today we're talking about what's on the screen. If you're just tuning in, I want you to answer this question in your head. Where is the over outrage when black women are killed? Because I see super over outrage. Like every murder is an equal opportunity murder. It's an equal murder. It's a human life, right? That's how I look at it. The way y'all are looking at it is crazy. Like y'all really have human life on tiers. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Y'all got like that's why they created or tried to create Black Lives Matter, because y'all look at human life on tiers. You know what I mean? Now, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It's on the bottom there. Like, share, subscribe. I need the subscribers. This is your boy Post. This is hoodactionnews.com. Be safe out there.